Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Wenkai. I'm a 4th year psychology student / Chinese international student from University of Alberta. So in today's video, we will talk about the 5 practical methods that helped me to improve my English over the years. I really started to focus on English after the 2nd years of my high school, because I decided to go study abroad. So I have to practice my English. So that's where I started. And I got only 5.0 in my IELTS exam, which is very low. So fortunately enough, the U of A gave me the offer and I able to join the language program first, the bridging program, that's what they said, and then I move on to the university. Just keep in mind that I wouldn't consider myself in a native speaker level. My English is not perfect. However, I can say I'm fluent in English and I'm able to use it in different scenarios, survive in Canada and do good in school. So today I just want to share with you guys a couple of things that I have learned throughout the years, and hopefully that's gonna help you too as well. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is what I call mental switch. So essentially it's switching the language system between your native language versus your 2nd or 3rd language. I know most of you guys might experience the situation that you mess up the words, the sentence structure, or the grammar. When you use your 2nd and 3rd language, you mess up the sentence structure, the words, the vocab, because you messed up with the 2 different systems, your native language system versus your 2nd and 3rd language system. Like for example, Chinglish, people mountain, people sea, 人山人海. Those kind of mistakes we often make at the beginning. Over the years, I found out it is the problem of mental switch. So you're not able to switch to a different language system fluently. Just imagine your first language is the default setting of your phone. In order to switch to different language, you have to go to the settings and switch to different language you want to use. However, our brain is smarter than that. If we practice enough, so we switch quite often, we're able to achieve what I call auto switch. Depends on the scenario, you're able to switch to different language. So today I just want to show you the method that I use to help me to achieve that. So this method, I did this a lot during my first year. So what I would do is during my first an hour of the day, so basically as soon as I wake up, I would just go straight to my laptop, open the podcast no matter what it is, and then I just play it as a background music, and then just do my thing, like brush my teeth, take a shower, have my breakfast, and then go to class. The point here is not necessary to listen exactly what they say. That would be great if you really focus on that, but it's not the point. Basically, it's tricking our brain to believe we are at, in my case, an English-speaking environment. Just help me to remind myself, help me to switch the language system to the point that right now I don't need to do that anymore. But looking back during my first year, I'm very grateful for what I have been doing, spending the first an hour just listen to podcasts. The second thing that I want to talk about is write every single day. How to start it? So, back to my first year, I have very weak foundation in terms of English. So what I did is I wrote a paragraph or a small essays every single day. Every day before class or after class, I just went straight to my professor and handed my essay or my paragraph, let them give it a check, to see what mistakes that I made and what I can do better. The habit that writing every single day really helped me to improve my grammar as well as the vocabulary range, and most importantly, able to construct my thoughts in English. So what I was suggesting here is no matter what level you are, start from a paragraph and then slow toward to a small essay every single day. You can just look at the news or just things that people talk about nowadays. For example, we can talk about police brutality in this time period, or you can talk about COVID-19 and what is your thoughts on that. And then most important part, you gotta hand into someone who is already very good at English and let them to to see what's your problem. getting as feedback so you can do it better next time. And the third method that I want to talk about is progressively engage and get comfortable of speaking English. I know most of you guys might have the issue of, you're not getting comfortable and not confident enough to speak English. It actually takes time and is skill. You have to build up your confidence. No matter you are good at English or not, I have seen tons of people that able to score 7 and 8 in IELTS exam, but as soon as they go to Canada or any other English speaking country, they just not able to speak, not because they can, but they're just scared to speak up. I relate to my first year experience. What I did is I progressively engaged to different English speaking scenarios and talk to different kind of people, from non-native speaker to native speaker, to help myself to getting more comfortable to speak English. I would divide it to 4 different stages. You can start from talking to yourself, you can just mumbling, it doesn't really matter, just get comfortable to speak English. The second stage, you can try to talk to your best friends or close friends in English, no matter they're native speaker or non-native speaker. In my case, back to my first year, one day I just talked to one of my good friend, Caroline, and I just said, I really want to improve my speaking. Is that cool if I just talk to you in English from now on? Well, although we both speak Mandarin fluently, literally no point for us to use English at all, but I decided to do that because I really want to improve my English and I really want to get comfortable to speak English, and it very helped me to build up the confidence that I had. After a month or 2, I started to move on to talk to people who is also international student, and later on at the end of my first year, I'm able to talk to native speaker from small group to large groups. It really helped me to become, very comfortable to talk to people in English. You really need to progressively engage in getting more comfortable with different groups, like from non-native speaker to native speaker. It is another game changer for me. So yeah. Okay friends, so the 4th method that I want to talk about is reading with purpose. Building the habit of reading is very good for your language skills. However, the point that I want to make today is that we gotta read things that we actually enjoy to read. At the same time, it's gonna help you in the future, like the things that you're gonna use in the future. In my case, psychology, people often make the mistake that you treat English as a subject but not a tool. If you want to fluent in English, you gotta treat English as a tool. The reason why we learn English is because you want to use it. And the problem of reading without a purpose, in some sort of way, you do increase your English skills. However, it's not gonna help you that much in terms of your own vocabulary. The things that you actually say, the things that you do in day-to-day life. For example, if you like basketball, you gotta focus on the topic that, or the books that relate to basketball, so you have more vocabulary and the things to talk about in English. Also, we need to read the things that we actually use. In my case, psychology. When I talk to my professor or when I talk to people what is psychology about, I have more vocabulary, those kind of background information to support my points. And after the 4th point, it leads to the 5th point that I want to talk about, which is the concept of vocabulary range. This concept is actually from my ESL teacher, Kevin. It's kind of weird because my English name is also Kevin. So basically, it's a range of vocabulary that based on your personal needs, and it divides to 4 different layers. So the first layer is the vocabulary that we use every single day. So it's very high frequency vocabulary, so we have to remember it and put it into our long-term memory. And the second layer is the vocabulary that is slightly advanced. For example, the vocabulary in academic settings. Those are very important for you, but at the same time a little bit difficult to remember it, but still it's worth to put it in our long-term memory. And the third layers are the vocabulary that you might need to search for it. For example, some vocabulary that you need to do translation, you need to Google it. Those are the words that you not use every single day. You might use it once in a while, but not frequent enough for you to put it in the long-term memory. And the fourth layers, which is the words that you don't know yet. Back to the previous point that I have talked about, like write every day and getting more comfortable to speak English, and then reading with purpose. Those methods that I have talked about previously will help you to build up your own range of vocabulary. And it is important if you treat English as a tool, because we can't remember every single vocabulary that randomly appears in our life. That takes so much work. Even to your native language, it's not important for us to remember every single word. So building your own range of vocabulary will help you to just target to the topic that you're gonna frequently talk about in the future and slowly build up your vocabulary range over the years. For me, remember vocabulary is not about having a dictionary and then remember all the words that in that book. What is more important is how often we use those kind of words, and remember it depends on the frequency we use the words. Let me just wrap things up a little bit. So first, I talk about mental switch. So basically, it's a concept of how quick you're able to switch between your first language to your second and third language. My method here is, during your first an hour of your day, just listen to podcasts. It will help you to trick your brain to say, okay, it's time to speak English. It's time to speak, other language that you're currently working on right now. So second, I talk about write every day. So I encourage you to write a paragraph or a small essay every single day, and then getting some feedback from your instructors or your friends that who is very good at English or good at the language that you're working on right now. I also talk about progressively engage and getting more confident speaking English. Then I also talk about reading with purpose. You need to read the things that you actually like and enjoy, or simply the things that you're gonna use it in the future. And last but not least, I also talk about Kevin's concept of vocabulary range. You really need to figure out and target to the vocabulary that you actually use in real life. And that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching. And I really hope you can pick up 1 or 2 points and then apply and try it out. I'm sure it's gonna help you a lot. At the end, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. I know it's just a small channel. I just started to make videos and share my thoughts on the internet. I have been receiving so many positive review. People message me and talk and tell me that it really helped them a lot, and I very appreciate it. And I'm very thankful for every single subscriber and every like and every comment. And thank you so much for all the support. That very means a lot to me. And if you find the videos helpful, please smash the like button. And if you want to see more contents like study abroad, study English, and psychology, please consider to subscribe. I will post contents every single week. So until next time, bye bye.